What is going on, Warriors? It is your boy Shin Ryu, and it is finally time for us to review Guile, his kit, and everything. We're going to try as much as possible to cramp everything up in this video, alright? It's going to be pretty much typically what we like to do in the past is review the kit, and that's one video, and then we also go right ahead and do the test. Just to not make it too long, but then again, if it feels like it's starting to be long, then we're going to make it a two-part series. So we're going to go right ahead and get into it real quick. Okay, so who is the character we're dealing with today? Right now, very simple. We have a new challenger on board here. uh my focus is still going to be on Goken, but for now we're going to go right ahead and let you guys see Gal enter the fray. All right, so here's our new challenger, and he's the character that we're going to be focusing on today and revealing his kit and what he has to offer. Okay, so we're going to go right ahead straight and let's just look at the character himself and not waste too much time. He's a thunder based character, as everyone has predicted, and like I mentioned in the previous video, he has no passive moves, but that doesn't necessarily make him not an attractive character for me. He does make him an attractive character for my brother for sure, so at least he has his win there. Gal is his boy, so might as well get the kind of kit that he wants. Now, here is the character right now, and we might be doing a little bit of comparison with Gal because he gives me Gal vibes, and he has a saber move in his own case. It's called Sonic Saber, which you're going to try and get a description of. If we go to regular Gal, OG Gal, whatever you want to call him, we can call him Gal because this is training Gal anyways, and I don't know why I'm not finding this character. Oh, we're in S tier boys. He also has something similar. He's just Saber, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and look at what Saber does, and we'll see how it compares to the other Saber, because that's where the mechanic is going to be different. Okay, so regular Saber says, no, this is not. Each stack allows fighters attack to ignore 7% of enemies' defense. Stacks up to 5 times and cannot be dispelled. So if you have Saber, 7% of defense is ignored. If you have full stacks, it's 35% of defense ignored. All right, that's what we get with regular Gal. If we go to the Neo Gal right now, who has his own Sonic Saber, right? He's Thunder. They're not far apart. I know I keep going all the way down. He's on a Sonic Saber. We don't have a description here. Let's see if we can find a description. So he ignores 5% of the target's defense while attacking. Upon consuming a Sonic Saber, gain 5% damage bonus. So what this one is, he's more or less like an advanced or better version of Gal so far, in that he doesn't just ignore 5% of your defense, but he's also buffing his attack by 5 times as well if you hit the maximum stack, meaning 25% attack and 25% defense, defense ignorance, or that ignoring defense. So as much as it doesn't have as much defense, negation when it comes to attacking the opposition compared to regular Gal, that damage bonus helps him supersede and even surpass his current version. So if you like Gal right now, you're gonna love this Gal, okay? But if we look at his passive, let's go through it now. Focus on just the character himself, no more comparisons. I want to just get that Sonic Saber and regular Saber out of the way. His passive says he has a 30% chance of obtaining one Sonic Saber when unleashing a super combo or combo. So if it's any of these move sets here, he performs them, he has a 30% chance before, and then he has 60% chance of obtaining Sonic Saber when the combo ends. Meaning, for example, he does a move, Sonic Saber chance pops up 1 stack. If it doesn't work out, Sonic Saber can pop up right after, has a bigger chance, right? The perfect world is having Sonic Saber before, Sonic Saber after. You get 2 stacks right on the bat of just 1 move, right? That's what the perfect world is. Obviously, it's not going to work like that every time because it's all RNG, but you can see here the chances increase as you go up level, 37 and 75% respectively for before and after. And the level 3 says the damage bonus obtained after consuming it can be stacked up to 8 times. That makes it even more deadly, right? Meaning, so hear this out. It's just only about the damage bonus. So, for example, you're getting 5%, right? So you're going to get up to 40% damage increase. It doesn't mean that the defense is going to increase as well. The defense, ignorance on the opposing character is going to drop. That's not dropping at all. So, and then of course, 45% chance to obtain Sonic Saber and 9% chance, increasing the chance mightily, and you have a higher chance of getting Saber once you are done with the move set. So the combo, so that's cool. And of course, if you want to go right ahead and push your luck to get the 3-star of his EX move, 100% guaranteed once it is after the move, and of course an increased 50% before the combo or super combo respectively. So that's pretty much it. It's all damage increase. So he just looks like he's a Reaper. He has like an Akuma kind of like vibe where it's all about the damage he delivers, nothing about any debuffs as of yet. So let's go to his super and let's see what it's all about. Okay, first one is an AoE. Everyone loves AoE. That's people's dream. They just want AoE moves. Thunder faction lacks a genuine AoE attacker. Of course, we have Mommy Dowsing, but you need to waste one of his moves on buffing him in order to make his poison whatever a bit more potent. But let's go right ahead and deal with Guile with his AoE move. So first one says charge and unleash a somersault kick that deals damage equal to 475% of attack to enemies in an area. If this fighter has at least 4 stacks of Sonic Saber, consume 2 stacks to unleash additional 1 kick that deals damage equal to 240% of attack. So you do your super combo, right? Maybe right at the end of a previous move or whatever. You get things going, boom, all great. You have 1 stack, you're on the stack. You pile up and get another stack, minimum 4. You rock your super combo. You're doing a double flash kick. That's what it seems like, man. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it sounds like. As you can see, he does the flash kick, but we're expecting an extra kick right there. So what he has done right now is, if you remember, OG Guile had this very lovely aesthetic flash kick where he would do 2 somersaults, or was it 3? I can't remember. But then once you activate the fighting spirit, you lose that animation of a double flash kick, but instead you get 1 single overpowered flash kick. I remember my brother complaining about it, wondering why he couldn't do that anymore and why the opposing guy was doing that. That's because they obviously were lacking fighting spirit as of the time, but then his move was stronger, and so I explained that to him. This time around, you get that double flash kick back by having at least 4 stacks. So you don't just only get the amazing power you get from it, but you also get the aesthetics and also being able to do double attacks. Come on, you might end up kicking somebody else, who knows. But level 2, you have a hold on. So you get ammo break just added. That's pretty much it. It's 100% base chance you get ammo break for sure. So that weakens even your people further. Like I said, it looks like he just want to just get rid and shred through the guys ahead of him. And then of course level 3 additional kick only consumes 1 stack. So it looks like what they're trying to do here is that before it was 2 stacks and now it's 1 stack. So that's pretty much cool. Pretty much almost everyone, as long as you've been playing this for a bit, you should be able to achieve level 3, meaning you're probably going to get everything as soon as possible. We all know what armor grade does. If you don't know, decrease defense by 3% for 15 seconds. You can stack it up to 10 times. Do your homework, you'll probably get it. Alright, so now let's go to the next one here. Sonic Blade, that's the first move here. Looking at the clock counter right now, it looks like we're going to have a 2-part series in this stuff, but let's get to it. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but to deliver the information as precise as I can as well. Unleash 3 consecutive sonic waves. Let's look at the animation real quick here. Woof, woof, woof. Alright. Unleash 3 consecutive sonic waves dealing damage equal to 411% of attack. It's a single attack, by the way. Each sonic wave has a 30% chance to inflict armor break. So he's just trying to just rip you, break your armor even further, and a 30% base chance to inflict shock. And if you like to use, poison in your assist roll, someone like Guile is going to benefit from it, because poison only supports shock delivering targets. Right now, number 2, increase the base chance of inflicting armor break to 45%. So this is all chances for now. And of course, level 3 60%, level 4 70%, you know. But or rather, yeah, 70%. I don't know why they didn't add the animation, the icons like they did in 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, you get 70% chance to get armor break and shock. Amazing stuff. Shock really much important, and you see what they both do. That's pretty much it. And now for the level 3, the move 3. The move 3 is a buff. Whoa.
Sonic Hurricane.
What's going on here? So, charge and unleash a supersonic wave that explodes to deal damage equal to 4% of attack to enemies in an area. If this fighter has at least 3 stacks of Sonic Saber, consume 3 stacks, summon an illusion that unleashes an additional sun. Oh, that is dope. Then it's an additional supersonic wave. Where's supersonic wave? By the way, supersonic wave.
1, 2, flash, flash.
Or are they just going to supersonic wave? Alright, well, additional supersonic wave that explodes to deal damage equal to 4% of attack to enemies in an area. So you kind of like get double attack, but then they call it buff. What is it doing besides doing that? I'm confused. Like it's a buff, but you're attacking and you're dealing damage. Level 2, the illusion supersonic wave has 90% chance to inflict 3 armor breaks. Whoa, this guy just want to destroy, man. So as much as it doesn't have any special sort of mechanic in terms of like, you know what, nothing new, he is a very, very effective guy in his existing mechanic. So it's probably going to be one of the baddest damage dealers you can fight out there. Illusion supersonic wave only consumes 2 stacks of Sonic Saber. Alright, I think he used to, what, is it 3 before or was it 4? Yeah, 3. So it drops to 2. The Sonic Wave has 100% chance to inflict 3. Oh my word. This guy just wants to destroy. He's definitely going to be someone that you want to add to your team to do some more breaks. Looks very good. Alright, so he's a damage dealer. He's not messing around, not trying to be superficial or fancy, just wreaking havoc. That's what he wants to do. And this move is, it says around, enemies around. So it's kind of like an AoE, but they call it a buff. It's a weird description there. I don't see what is buffing, right? They don't describe anything like that. Now, if you obviously unlock your fighting spirit, you just gain 1 extra Sonic Saber upon entering battle. So you guarantee at least 1 when you start. You can obviously hit it up to 2 once you unleash right away. And if you get that best of both worlds situation where you get the armor break before, Sonic Saber before and after a super combo or combo, then you're all set and good to go. Alright, so let's see what we do as an assist character, right? First of all, you get his extra buffs here. This is really good. You get one of the bigger attacks you can get, 33%, but you still get HP and defense, so it's really going to be durable. Crit rate 10% as well. That's really good stuff. Alright, so it says, takes effect when fighter in an assist position. Oh yeah, I'm reading that again. When the battle begins, grant the assist fighter 3 Sonic Saber. And what does Sonic Saber do again, guys? Let's go back here. Let's get our knowledge going. All right. Sonic Saber ignores 5% of the target's defense, and when you consume it, you gain 5 times bonus. So you're looking at getting, 15% damage bonus to your assisted character. That is decent. That's not bad at all. We're in an era right now where we're getting 20% damage, but they're very rare. So, but then why would you want to waste him? You probably only want to use him if it's just on SS and you haven't pushed him to the fullest, and you're barely trying to set up your fighting spirit. But then again, it's just when the battle begins. Once you use up your Sonic Saber, that's about it. Unless it stays and can never be consumed, that's different, right? So Trendy Guile has 100% chance to obtain 1 Sonic Saber whenever any other fighter unleashes a combo. Woo! Alright, that's not bad. But it's 20%. So gain 2 stacks of Sonic Saber upon entering the battle. Now, you're ready to go, man. With 2 stacks, you're almost ready to go. Trendy Guile has 50% chance to obtain Sonic Saber whenever our next fighter unleashes a super combo. So now, throughout the entire battle, you have a chance to get Sonic Saber. Get him as dangerous and ready to destroy as quickly as possible. So that's pretty much it with fighting spirit. The garage there, what are we getting with garage? Come on, guys. Whenever Trendy Guile gains Sonic Saber, he also gains 5% damage reduction until the end of the battle, so making him even more durable, guys. And this damage reduction does not drop. That is dope. Whenever Trinity Gal gains Sonic Saber, he also gains 5% critical damage until the end of the battle. That doesn't drop either, and he has a high chance of getting Sonic Saber because you're gonna be once you push him to his full potential. Excuse me if you hear any disturbances there. You're gonna be able to push his damage to the limit, and push his durability to the limit as well. And he's just gonna be wreaking havoc and surviving as much as possible. I can see him lasting long in the battle when we start to test the character based on the gameplay situation. And what else do we have to look for? Soul Power. Soul Power. All right. He is so he's a crit rate increase kind of guy. That's his stuff. Crit rate. Okay. All right. Those are really good. Increase the base chance of inflicting armor break and shock to 70%. So that's what we already established here, I believe. If you go back to the first, oh my word, went out. Apologies, that wasn't meant to be done. If we go all the way here, where it says, I think they described it somewhere. What are we looking at first of all? It's Sonic Blade, right? Yeah, this 7%. I believe this is level 4. It's just telling you that when you add fighting, I think it's fighting soul. That's what it's saying, right? And then of course, the second one is Sonic Wave 100% base chance to inflict 3 armor break. So that's what you're reading in the final line. They don't really I went out again. Apologies, guys. They don't really describe it like the way they do when it comes to, for example, if you look at the passive and see 5 is unlock this, right? That's how you get that. Over here, you don't see it because the soul power is assumed that you already have everything. So it's already juiced up here. So it just treats it like you already have it. So that's why you see the description there. Last one's always those PvP bonuses and all that stuff. He's 16 to 4 in damage bonus or damage reduction. So that's his balance there. 6 of the levels to 120 max. And that's pretty much it with Gal. You guys already know here, Thunder, he's a technique based character. He is an assassin. So you already know what it is when it comes to assassins. That is my main crew in the game. That's where most of my investment is going so far. 40 right now as of today. Next step, tanks need to get their game up so they can actually survive some of these enemies that I have to face. And that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything anymore with regards to the character. Oh yeah, I'm missing one more thing. One thing I typically miss a lot. It is important regardless of how often I miss out on it, and that's going to be his speed. You just have to look at his speed, which is kind of weird. They don't let us see it unless you want to actually go into battle. Let's go into trial. All right, set the trial here. Just select one random battle. Click on the character. This would be his maximum speed that you've seen here, 146. So my dude is fast, okay? And if we're looking at some of the faster characters out there, at 146, then one of the guys I would consider extremely fast is Vega. I think he's one of the fastest, if not the fastest character there. So let's look at what he offers with regards to speed. Come on, what's your speed? .148. So they're about. Are they even, or did I say 148 for Gal as well? If it's 148 for Gal, then he is fast. And that is crazy because he's a major damage dealer who is coming with a lot of speed. This guy is he's here to wreak havoc at blazing speeds, guys. So, you guys should be excited. 146, just 2 less, but those 2 are not that significant unless you're being paired against a character that uses Vega. So that's really good. But what we're going to do next, we're going to be testing the character going forward here. Thanks for tuning in for this one here. I try to be as quick as possible, but we have a lot to cover when it comes to the review. What do I think of the character? Alright, first of all, awesome character when it comes to being in, the Thunder faction. The Thunder team required a hero. I think he's risen to the call. However, if we go over to special summons here, what's my priority? You know what? Let's get this corrected. Priority is different from my own personal ranking. All right, my priority is not going to be based on the ranking. For me, I like passive trigger based characters. That automatically puts Evil Ryu, Oni, Vega, and Kami and Vega ahead of him. Um, being able to resurrect your team is amazing. Gokin is also uh, uh, Gokin is also pretty strong. Akuma on his own hand, he's more or less like damage dealer shredder as well. I don't know, man. Elena is a master healer. Honestly, for me, for now, I can't really answer this question. We're gonna go to the test, and with the test, then we're gonna be able to decipher if he is, below Akuma and Elena. In my own, ranking, doesn't matter anywhere else, and of course, he is still amazing regardless of whatever rank he appears in. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Are you guys excited for the character? What was your first initial thought the moment you actually read through the kit and you looked at the character? Is this someone that you can't wait to have? Is this someone like, man, let's see who's next? Or is this someone that you're just going to go right ahead? My battery already warned me there. So you're just going to go right ahead and go for it once you can afford to, but for now, he's taking the backseat for somebody else. It's your boy Shin Ryu. Thanks for tuning in. It's gonna be the test next, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, guys. Awesome. Cheers.